wing extension to the Focus RS. This is a really cool modification. Now I have to mark up where everything goes. Not gonna lie to you, that felt very scary. This took a lot longer than I expected. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be installing the Vega Motor Works wing extension to the Focus RS, and you can apply this to the Focus ST. This is a really cool modification. I actually just looked up Vega Motor Works, and I was like, oh, they have a lot of stuff for the Focus RS and Focus ST, and a lot of other platforms and stuff like that. So this isn't sponsored or anything like that. I just wanted to do a video because, yeah, I thought the products actually looked pretty cool. But two things. First thing is I did also order the little side mirror, little winglet things, and I also did get the side vents. And I got them in the wrinkled red. I thought it would look really cool, the red, but it looks terrible on my car because eventually I want to get a wrapped black, and I was like, okay, cool, I have black and red. But in the meantime, I think it looks gross on my car. So I'm gonna plasti dip those side markers and everything like that. We'll see how it turns out. It'll just be temporary. If worse comes to worse, if they look terrible, I'll just re-get other ones. But if you're wondering if you can do red with the stealth gray, it doesn't look great. But that's one thing. But the main thing we're gonna be doing today is gonna be installing the wing extension. So here goes the wing extension right here. And I also do have all the hardware. So I'm gonna be installing this today. So I have the wing, I guess, spoiler, I don't know what you call it, riser. First and foremost, I didn't realize this was such a touchy topic inside the Focus ST and Focus RS world. Some people like them, some people hate them. I'm gonna put it on, even though I do know, look it on the website, and even other people have said, putting the ring or the wing riser with the wing extension puts too much stress on the wing risers and they can break. A lot of times they do break. I do plan on getting the rods as well. So I think I'm gonna just install this. For me, I think it'll be easier just to take the whole wing off and then install it, then put it back on. So I'm gonna take the wing off, put on the wing risers as well. Don't do that unless you have the rods. Don't do it, but I don't drive my car that much. I drive it maybe once a week. So I think it'll be fine until I get the rods. I'm planning on ordering the rods probably today. So they'll be here probably before the next time I even drive the car. So if that's what I'm gonna be doing, I think it'll make it easier to install. So with all this rambling out of the way, let's get into it. Let me take off the wing and then we can start the installation. And while I'm gonna be doing that, I'm gonna be hopefully plasti dipping, so I'm getting everything prepped for those vents. And I'll have to undo the little side winglets and then re-plasti dip those guys. So I have some couple things I gotta be doing, but that all the way, let's jump into it. Let's do some modifications. Let's get this Focus RS looking even more sick than it already looks. Let's go. I'm gonna be taking this off because I think either way, even without putting the wing extensions, it will be easier to put on because you have to drill into the bottom of the wing. I believe it's the same way with the Focus ST and the RS, and then without having to have that 90-degree drill bit extension because of the glass, it's just easier just to take it off. So I forgot how to take it off. I think you have to just undo these torque bits. Pretty sure. I think that's literally it, right? Let's look. It's only being held on by 1, 2, 1, 2. Is it just these 2? These 4? Maybe. Let me look it up real quick, just to be sure. That came off now. Okay. So this looks weird. The whole wing just came off. I'm gonna clean up underneath this before I put the things on, but let's take this into the garage. Also, just to show you guys, this looks good actually. Just some plasti dip. The good news is I should be able to peel it off eventually, but if worse comes to worse, I'll just get some more vents but I think it was a risk going with the red. I thought it would look cool because the red looks pretty cool, but just with this color combination, it looks kind of tacky. Like I want to be a fast boy, but not like a racer, if that makes sense. I think I'm gonna go a couple more layers and then just do. I mean, these are pretty much good. Let me do the back side of this, just so they're all black. And I have to get some more 3M tape for these side mirror things, but yeah, they're not bad. So let me show you my setup. Don't mind the fact that the garage is crazy. We got stuff going everywhere, but let me show you the setup. So I took the wing off. I'm sitting at this table. I have the wing like this so I can figure out what to do with everything. So I have the V2. I believe it goes like this. So first things first, we have to mount up this guy to here. So they're gonna go like that. And we use the bolts to just get this lined up, get them on there. So from there, these bolts or these like holes, it's what we're gonna mount up on the bottom of there. So I did have some masking tape, I have some Loctite, I have some extra 3M tape as well. And I have the drill bits, my drill, so we should get this done. Seems like I have everything pretty much in place. I had like look at some reference photos as well to kind of figure out what the heck's going on. So let me just do this real quick. And I do want to mention, since I got the red hardware, these are the red ones, so I believe that makes sense. The reason why they will show that the red. So we'll just use this guy. Then the thing at the bottom to kind of get them in place. So let's just put this on. Yeah, it definitely will be easier with an extra set of hands, but like, whatever. We can get it done, just myself. So simple, it'll be like that and like that. So yeah, pretty much it's gonna just go like this. Now I have to mark up where everything goes. The instructions are, I mean, they're fairly good. There's not many, I guess like videos on this, at least that I can find, but I think we can get it done. I'm just masking off like where I'm gonna make the holes. So I just need to get some tape on here. Seems pretty straightforward. Let me get a pen or a marker. So let me line this up. I'm getting down here. Then this is why I say it'd be easier to do it off the car, because I can like just get down here and see everything a little easier. This is where definitely having a second set of hands will be great. Flip it upside down. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I'm just so I can make sure the holes, they stay in place. I'm gonna make these big. Just so I can see where they're at. Cool, cool, cool. Reading the instructions now. Do a 3/8 drill. Get the right size. A 3/8 drill bit. That was a 1/8. A 3/8? What? Wait. Oh, no, okay. Oh, okay. 3/8 is gonna be the final size. People say use a 1/8 to start off. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a 1/8, and then I'm gonna go from there. All right, I'm bringing you guys in close. Just drilling right into my spoiler, but you know. It's nothing but plastic, so you know. It's not too bad. So use a 3/8. Now from there, go to a 3/8. God, it seems like such a big hole, actually. No, actually, I think that is right. It says a 3/8. That seems about right. So I'm just gonna trust the process. Worst comes to worst, we're buying a carbon fiber spoiler. Let me just make sure we'll fit in here, right? Yeah, they'll fit. I am not gonna lie to you, that felt very scary. But those are linked up. Those are linked up. So now, time to take off the tape. Little nick. It's okay. And let's see what this guy looks like. Okay. All right, hose off. Hose off. So now I'm onto this part. I'm going to be putting these bolts in here, or these like spacer things. It said you're supposed to take it off. I think I could do it with it just on, so I don't have to keep taking it on and off. I'm trying to just make sure I figure out the orientation, which way it's supposed to go. So I apologize, I'm being backlit right now. So if I'm putting the spoiler on this way, so I think they have to go through like this. So this part, the little metal part where I'm supposed to be screwing in the other bolt, will go on top like that. And everything does line up, so that's good. So yeah, it's gonna go in like this. So this part right there will be coming down through here. So I flip it upside down, still like this. Okay, it said that it's gonna be really tight, and it definitely is. To get this through, I have to kind of smash it in, because it has to fit very snug. It's going in, it's definitely tight. I wonder if I could use some WD-40. Oh no, actually, I was able to squeeze it through. So do all four. Second one's in. Now I'm wondering, what are these ones? Maybe I did do it backwards. I'm looking how way these ones are. They're upside down. It tightens at the back side. Oh, now I'm actually wondering, they gave me two sets of these. So this part, I don't know if you can see, the part that when it screws onto is at the very bottom. So the nut, when it gets all the way down, it tightens at the bottom. Okay. So was that, I don't know, was I supposed to put those ones in there instead of these? Either way, I think these are backwards. So I'm gonna have to take them out and redo them. All right. Let me look at this again, and then I will update you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I figured it out. There's 4 of these. The reason why they came with 4. So I make 4 holes inside of the OEM spoiler. Pro tip, using a little WD-40, that'll help slide them in, these little guys through. And yeah, the part that's like where the screw should be on the bottom. When it goes through, it tightens and it grabs at the bottom, and that's what expands and keeps it in there. So I did have to take off the spoiler to the bracket, because that part I'm going to put on last. I do have the Loctite, I'm going to put that on. So I made the 4 holes. I'm just going to put some extra 3M tape on here. So before I even do it, like it comes with some, I think on the bottom, but I'm going to put some more so it's like really stuck on there and give it just a little bit extra padding. So I have some of these, and I have some of this stuff too, some 3M tape. So I'm going to put that on, and then this will be to the actual OEM spoiler, just the bracket. So these parts will screw in. They'll obviously go in like that with the washer. Oh God, they'll go in with the washer, and then we have the other hardware too. Those ones with these will go in on the other side. So 4 for each bracket. That makes sense. I have the version 2 for the Focus RS, but I'm assuming it should be the same process for Focus ST, and if you have different versions, and even if you have like a different type of spoiler extension, I'm sure they're probably similar. So I had to like look up and look what other people did, but this makes sense now. It took me a second to like kind of like look. The instructions weren't exactly for this one, but it makes sense once you kind of like look at it more. So yeah, let's finish this install. So we have have this on. First time using a Loctite, it's just like super glue. That's interesting. But yeah, so let me actually turn this around. So pick this up, flip it around. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Have the red bolts. So I just needed those 4 like washer things that go underneath. Took me a second, but I got it figured out. Now the real question is, do I install the wing risers on the Focus? Part of me says I shouldn't, because I know that it will break them eventually and I don't want the wing to fall off. But another part of me is like, I kind of want it just to be full blown. I'll probably install it. These ones are, I think they're plastic. Yeah, I'll probably get metal ones and then also get the rods as well. So there'll be the supporting rods. So basically the spoiler extension up into the spoiler, there'll be like those rods that go like that. So they'll just like clamp on, I believe. So I'll probably do that eventually. But I think for right now, screw it. I'm already here, I'm already doing it. I kind of want this to actually look extreme, because that is the one thing I've always said, even with my old Focus, I want the car to look kind of extreme, like it looks just to like the naked eye, just like a normal person would be like, oh, there's something up with that. I don't know really what it is, but that car looks like something's up. So I think I'm gonna just install the risers. So oh, let's get back out to the car. It's kind of hot, but all right, let's keep going. This took a lot longer than what I was expecting, only because, it was just a little trial and error, but I got it. So we do have the little side mirror things, the vents in the back, and then finally the wing with the riser. This is huge. Feels pretty stable, but I'm going to get those rods using the Loctite to keep it nice and sturdy. I mean, this feels pretty good, but there's a lot of downforce that's going to be getting hit on this, so just don't want it to break. We need the supporting rods, but I mean, I think it serves the purpose that I want it. It definitely looks more aggressive, that's for sure. Whew. So overall, wow, it's so dark in here, but overall, oh my gosh, I'm a little tired. I just came back from basketball and like did this, but not too bad. The car looks sick. I really like the way it looks. I think it helps it just look a little bit more aggressive without going a little overboard. I'll let you guys know how it holds up over time, but I'm gonna get those rods. And the wing riser, I think it looks fine. I think it looks cool. It just gives it a little more oomph just with the thing. But overall, it's a real quick, I guess it wasn't a real quick install, but like, took like maybe, if I were to just like strictly do that without painting the stuff and like doing everything, it would have took me like maybe like 2 hours to do. It took me like a little longer than that, I want to say, but I mean, you could do it in your house if you have tools and just like the time to do it. But yeah, I think it's a good install if you want to do something to make your Focus ST or Focus RS look just that much better. But if you haven't seen the video when I first got the Focus RS and I did my first drive video, check this video out right here. Also, if you haven't seen the last video, which I just walked around the car and showed everything that's done to it already when I bought it, check out the video, will be linked down below. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.